So we got a few more questions here, right? Someone, Dust James wants to read Gavin's question, right?
Yes. There's a youth group for Center for Political Innovation. It's Students and Youth for a New America. I recently interviewed Gavin Lockhart on my show, and he has a question. Among many new socialists, a new line is being pushed that claims socialism has nothing to do with state policy. How do we fight that idea that socialism is just some employee stock program?
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, I want to give a great shout out to Gavin and to Students and Youth for a New America, because, you know, it's an organization that's been around for a little while. It's not a very big organization, but I started giving classes in New York City to some college students at New School University. And they built, you know, kind of a study group. And then through some very strange turns of events, an activist from Students and Youth for a New America got to appear on Tucker Carlson and defend Venezuela. His name's Dakota Lillard, and he actually appeared on Tucker Carlson and exposed the Venezuelan CIA-backed opposition as terrorists on national television. Millions of people saw this on Tucker Carlson. And Gavin, you know, he's somebody in Illinois who's been organizing the Students and Youth for a New America. I think someone needs to mute, if they can mute, we're getting some feedback. You know, he's been organizing, and he's been, you know, on the campus. He has an official established community college organization on his campus, and he has been relentless in pushing socialism with American characteristics and building the Students and Youth for a New America clubs. And if you're on a campus and you have the ability to set up a campus organization, I would encourage you to set up a Students and Youth for a New America club on your campus, right? And then that can be a wing on the campuses of this effort that we're building. So I would encourage you to do that. Check out the great interview Dust James did with Gavin Lockhart about Students and Youth for a New America. The organization is still alive. We've sent delegates to Venezuela. We've sent delegates to Ukraine, to East Ukraine, where the people of Ukraine are resisting fascism. You know, I mean, it's a great group. Now, as far as this question about socialism, isn't it just if every company is a cooperative? No, because capitalism is profits in command. And if you have a cooperative, that's good because no one's being exploited, right? Every worker gets a share of the profits. So that's good, but the cooperative is still functioning according to the profit motive, right? You know, a corporation that pollutes, you know, might still want to pollute because it would be in the economic interest of all those workers who are the owners to pollute. Imagine if the military industrial complex, for example, were set up, you know, as worker cooperatives. How much more pro-war would the people who worked at Boeing and General Electric and Raytheon be, right? That profits in command is the essence of the problem. And that you don't get rid of the anarchy of production, right? You know, when people lose jobs because of technology, that could happen in cooperatives as well, right? They would want fewer workers because everyone would get a bigger share in their share of the profits. So the problem with capitalism is profits in command. You need human reason and rational central planning to control the means of production. It's better. I think worker cooperatives are great. I think there's a role for worker cooperatives in a socialist society. I also think there's a role for private business, right? I think private hotels, private restaurants, private hair salons have a role in a socialist society. But ultimately, the essence of socialism is eliminating production for profit. It is a system where the state and rational human reason controls the means of production. And there are many different forms of socialism. And I think that's the essence of what it is.